Sounds good. Kenneth, thank you so much. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm just going to kick it off. So now, if any of you have been following us with the last live stream events, you can tell that our setup is a little different this time. So we are so excited to be with Cas and Chary today. On our final live stream of the night. They are amazing sports. Oh my gosh, all the way on the other side of the pond at 2 a.m., sitting down with us. So ask all of your questions. They are here to answer your questions and chat with us live as we talk about the XR Elite and other fun things. And I'll pass it over to Brandon.
Yeah, we're super excited for you guys to be here, and just, you know, we're super excited for your community to be here as well. Like Sarah said, you know, it's an awesome product, and we're excited to show off. I've been with VIVE for 7 years, so I've been here since the first VIVE, all the way up until, you know, this XR Elite. So, but you know, take it away and tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got started with VR. You know, what's your journey been like? What kept you in VR, and like, you know, just tell us a little bit about that. Yeah. Of course. Yep. Yep. Nice. Really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow. That's awesome. It definitely is. It definitely is. Yep. Yeah, we always do closed demos. Yep. Yeah. It's nice because when we do that private space, we can actually have it to where you can, you know, dedicate more time to demo, and you can go more in depth. Whereas like if we're on the show floor, it's very hard to like give all of that time because you have, you know, swarms and swarms of people coming in. So we like to do the closed private event space most of the time, with so people can get a really good feel for our hardware and our, you know, our accessories and what we're releasing at CES.
I was just going to ask. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Well, I was going to ask you guys what you demoed. What content did you guys check out?
Mhm. Oh, look at the cat. Special guest appearance. Oh, and scared. Nice. Nice. Oh, yes. Yep. Conducting. Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's awesome. We bring the experiences, you know, from virtual reality to real life. We just put it all in and make it great. Um, so speaking a lot about like the XR Elite, you know, it's got a lot of modularity because you can, you know, you can take off the battery cradle, you can put it into glasses mode. You can also hot swap because it has a battery in the front. It's got the adjustable diopters, inside out tracking. What's kind of like your guys' favorite thing if you could pick something about this headset? Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we have our Viport team is working on like an insane amount of titles to be released for the launch window for XR Elite, and there's you know virtual reality titles, mixed reality titles. Like it's going to be like Yuki was one of the titles, and it's a bullet bullet time shooter where enemies are coming out of the walls and these portals and everything, but you're in like your living room space, and it was a really fantastic experience to try that out and have them be at CES. I'm not sure if you guys tried it out, but on the note of what's that? Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, hopefully soon you'll get to try it out and you know get a better experience feel for that. And speaking about the pass through too is we've had some you know a bunch of people here you know demoing, and one thing we like to do is we enable the pass through and we have them grab a book and read from the book because you can't really do that from any other headset. Like that just shows how good the pass through is. Like it's just it's yeah it's wild.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, that on that note too is like we're gonna have the ability to connect your phone to the headset, so you can like you can you know you can see notifications. You can actually cast like Netflix to the device as well, so you can watch Netflix on the headset, which is it's awesome as well. You know, we have PC VR streaming, which you can access your Steam VR titles and your Viveport titles. So that's done either over USB-C to the laptop or PC, but it's also done over Wi-Fi wirelessly. And I've been testing it out recently and playing a lot of Half-Life Alyx on this headset wirelessly from my laptop, and it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, we recommend Wi-Fi 6. You can have you know like a 5 gigahertz band, but we recommend Wi-Fi 6. That's what I'm using here for the PC VR streaming. But and you would need basically like a 1060 graphics card or higher to kind of like you know get the recommended specs. I'm using a 2070 on the laptop over here, and Half-Life Alex is working just phenomenally. And there's different settings in the Vive streaming application as well too. So once you I'm gonna go back just a little bit, but once you connect the headset to the PC over Wi-Fi, you actually use the cameras to scan a QR code that pops up on your screen, and that'll automatically connect your XR Elite to the PC. So once you turn your PC on, it automatically connects after that because it remembers it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So Vive streaming will allow you to access Steam VR and Viveport, and then it'll allow you to use like a virtual desktop type setup where you can have three like extra screens. You can actually use your own physical keyboard and mouse in virtual environments in the headset. So right now the headset comes with OpenBrush, and you can change the environments to use the full color pass through. When we when we send out the pre-orders, you'll get 5 titles. I can't necessarily remember off the top of my head if there is a mixed reality title in there, so I'd have to find out, and I can definitely get that information. But right now, the three that I remember are um, Green Hell, which is like a survival game that's, I don't know if anyone's played it, but it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. It's very hard. So that'll come with all the XR Elites that get pre-ordered today, and the launch window will have those plus Unplugged and then Figment XR as well. And there's 2 other titles on top of that, but can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, yeah. So it's valued up to $100, and you get 5 titles for free.
If you pre-order by April 30th. But yeah, so oh, mid-March is all we can say right now. It's all we can say right now, mid-March. And another fun thing too, I saw someone in the comments. I'll start answering or asking you guys some questions from the comments too. But uh, full body tracking and tracking comments. Everyone's wanting to know about tracking. So everyone needs to stay tuned for that too. We are listening to you guys, and we want to make it as best as we can. So stay tuned for that too.
Yeah, we know that. I mean, yeah, and I'm not sure if I have one here, but we were using wrist trackers at CES, which we had a paddle to use Kayak VR. So you could use a physical paddle in virtual reality, so you could simulate using that. But currently you can use wrist trackers, but we're also going to be we're thinking about a lot of stuff down the line. So like Sarah said, stay tuned. We are constantly listening to what everyone is doing and what everyone's wanting, and we hear the people that use VR chat, and we know what people want for VR chat. So there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline that we're really excited about. Any questions, or I don't know if you guys have any questions for us or anything you're curious about. We're gonna look for some questions in the chat as well, but fire away. Mhm. Yep. Yes. Yeah. So it'll be eyes and mouth, and it'll actually connect on this USB-C port in the back of the headset, or in the on the front of the HMD. Well, it's on the HMD, but on the back of the HMD, and I can actually show you here. There's a little USB-C port. Yeah, there's a small USB-C connection right there, and that's where the face and eye tracking module will sit, and it'll rest over here, and then you put it on top of the gasket. I mean, that's a good question. I think that I'd have to speak with some of the people on our Viport team, but we've had support from those people, or we've developed a really good support with them for a really long time. We know people from VR Chat and Rec Room and other social platforms as well. And like I said before, you can connect your VIVE XR Elite to the PC, so you can access Rec Room and VR chat. But I can't say at the moment if there is anything in the pipeline for like it to be an all-in-one. But I did download VR chat on my um, laptop earlier to use it with the XR Elite. So yeah, yes, yes. Sorry, I guess I misunderstood the question, but yes, yes, it will.
Cool. Now let's, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll just so on when you basically it'll once you launch the PC VR Vive streaming, it'll detect your controllers as controllers in Steam VR. So Steam VR launches, and then it'll detect all the other inputs like the facial tracking. We don't have a release date yet. It's coming soon. We have some announcements for some events that are coming up pretty soon. We have MWC and GDC as well. So definitely keep a lookout on those times and those events because we'll be releasing some really cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, because like it's funny back in like I think it was 2017 CES is when we released the first Vive tracker. And we originally thought that people were just going to use it for body tracking. And we found that people were using for everything. It was like you could use it to identify your camera for mixed reality. You could put it on different objects. And then we found that people were using trackers for enterprise applications where they were putting trackers on different training scenarios where I did a forklift training simulation once where they had a full rig, but everything was you could use everything on the forklift in virtual reality because of the tracker. And it's been very very impactful not only with consumers but across the board with enterprise as well because it enables to use more than just like a controller or hand tracking. It enables you to use many different objects for training and learning and education, and then also video games. So the Steam VR tracked base stations won't work with the Vive XR Elite. They're not compatible because you're not using base stations. But like Sarah said, earlier, stay tuned for some stuff that we got in the works. I'll leave it at that because everyone's very curious about that, and I think that across the board is what we can say is we can say definitely stay tuned for that information.
Yay. Thanks, guys. Um, Question for you guys. So, would love to hear kind of your thoughts on what you're excited for the most in terms of the future of XR and where you think the industry should go, what you're excited for, what you want to happen. What are you looking forward to?
It's a tough question. Just a full on haptic suit. You feel everything. Just yeah, yep, yeah. Yeah. Um, on the comfort level and the bulkiness is like this headset when it has the battery cradle attached, it's 625 grams, and then when you remove the battery cradle and you just do glasses mode, it's 240 grams. So it's one of the lightest. Sorry, what? Oh, okay. Thought you had a little question there. Yeah, no, so it's just like, when you have it in glasses mode, you can use your own battery source, you can plug it into a PC or another external power. But, along with it, yes. Yep. Yeah. So we are still using the VIVE Focus 3 controllers, which now we necessarily can't just call them VIVE Focus 3 controllers. We can call them just the XR series controllers plus Focus 3 controllers. So they're compatible with both headsets. Also, along with the comfort level, and I think we're going to really need to see this across the board with a lot of headsets moving forward. Is that there's a lot of glasses wearers just everywhere. Like everyone, either has contacts or glasses, and it's like we have these adjustable diopters, so you can dial it in for your eye comfort level, so you don't have to wear your glasses in a headset anymore. Which is it. I think we're gonna move forward with having those on a lot of headsets, and the future of headsets is going to be to where it's not going to just do VR or AR. It's going to do both. It's going to need to do both. Everything's going to need to do like all of it. It's going to need to have it all in one, because like your cell phone that you have right now, it's not like you just take calls. You watch Netflix, or you scroll on a social platform, or you take photos. It's like it does everything, and that's what's going to happen with a lot of headsets moving forward. And that's kind of what's happening with this headset, is that you have the capability to connect to your PC, connect to your phone. You have virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, like all of that stuff baked into one headset.
Def- Definitely. Yeah. Let's see what questions we are getting from everyone. What questions do you guys have?
While you find a question,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just talk on some notes that are fun to add in.
Yeah.
So when you open the box, you get your headset, you turn it on. Hand tracking is automatically enabled, so you don't actually need to use controllers. You have the option to connect controllers, but you can just start using hand tracking right away, and you can navigate through the menus, and connect to different applications, and there's going to be a lot of titles that will be released that have hand tracking for experiences. So you'll have like Maestro, like that was an amazing piece of content, to where it showed that you can use a controller in one hand and then you have hand tracking in the other simultaneously. It's just like there's not many other experiences out there like that. And it was a really, really good arm workout, because I did it today and my my arms are tired. I don't know how you felt when you did it, but
Yes, definitely. Definitely, definitely. So we have a question about WebXR implementation on VIVE XR. Do you have any details about WebXR?
I don't have any knowledge on that, but that's a really good question. Um, I can definitely find out, and we can like, because we'll comb back through the chat, and we'll kind of see some questions that we kind of need to be answered, and we'll definitely find out an answer for that. And I'd love to know too, because I love learning about all stuff tech, and what's moving forward in the industry. Do you see any other questions?
Um, do you guys? Yeah, you guys. You guys are closer to the screen. Do you see any questions that you want to call out? What do we? Let's see. Microphone quality. This microphone or the microphone?
Yeah, so there's a built-in microphone in the headset. The audio is right. Actually, I'll use this headset. The speakers are integrated right over the ears, so it becomes a more immersive experience. So they're integrated right here as well. And then there is a microphone in the headset. And there is recording capabilities for recording pass-through, recording any of the content that you play as well. Because I know that, you know, you guys are content creators. There's a lot of content creators out there, and you want to be able to record all the stuff you do. And it's actually, it's very, very simple and easy. If you want to record in the headset, you basically push the power button and the volume up button, and it starts recording on it right away, puts it on the internal storage, and then you can actually plug it into your computer and then download it via the headset. Another good question.
Our design expert just left.
Yeah, we had someone from our creative team, and she was here earlier, and she definitely probably could have answered the question. I don't have the answer, and I don't think it's ones from our older headsets, but I can definitely figure that out as well. We've been so busy with all the events we've been doing lately that it's hard to nail down certain things, but we're you know, gaining a lot of knowledge for stuff that we don't know and stuff that, you know, you guys need to, you guys want to know. So it's good for these questions to come out.
Mm.
Yeah. So in that, and it's there's a lot of, you know, hardware companies that are saying that their headset is hot swappable, but is it truly hot swappable? Because when you say it, it's like some people don't have an actual battery in the front of the headset; they have it in the back, or the battery is in the front of the headset, and there's no way to swap it. But there is a small battery in the front of the headset, which allows up to 10 minutes to swap to for a different battery. So say like you want to this battery, which has up to 2 hours of experience time, you take this off and you're like, I don't know where my battery is at. I'm fumbling around. You have 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes is a pretty long time. I mean, it's not playtime. It's just to swap the batteries. You just take this off, grab another battery cradle if you have one, or you grab a battery bank, or you plug it into your computer or another power source. But yeah, it is a true hot swappable battery.
On the battery question, will it beep or something to remind you to swap the batteries? How will you know?
It won't beep, but in the headset you'll get a prompt and it'll say like your battery's at 15%. And then once you launch the menu, it'll say, oh, like it'll always show you the how your battery is for your controllers and your headset, and you'll see that at all times, like when you pause a game. But it also, like I said, it also come up, you know, with a prompt being like, hey, you got 15% left on your battery. Probably it doesn't say like, hey, you should probably change your battery now, but it tells you 50%, like 15% battery left. It'd be funny if you had like a little mascot that come in and be like, time to change your battery.
Oh my gosh, you know what I have to think about now? Like the old little clip you got.
Yeah, in Office.
Yeah.
Please add that to the headset.
I'm actually really glad that you said that, because that was exactly what I was thinking about.
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
thought so.
I'm not sure if a lot of people are gonna get it, because that was like one of those Microsoft Word things that like
Yeah,
only
only
stayed for a little while, and they're like, where'd he go?
Yeah. I
Only
have to
people
admit,
our age
though-
would know that.
No, but I had like a
Yes,
love-hate relationship with that thing, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's so true.
see.
I actually saw
Any
like
other
a good
questions?
question up here as
Yeah.
well.
Which one?
Do you guys see any questions that you want to call out?
Yes. Guest is asking whether the depth sensor will be right out of the box when it comes to consumers. Because was it turned off during the demos?
Yes. It's not currently enabled, but it will be.
Mhm.
It will be once pre-orders ship out. There's some, you know, some compliances that we have to hit for, you know, different regions for the depth sensor to be activated. So we're just working through all that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like on the whole, like, you know, working through that with like different reasons and stuff like that. Like we really, really value like everyone's privacy. You know, we don't store your data, we don't sell your data, we don't do anything like that. Your data is your data. The other thing about the headset is that when you track your space and you have it, the map of your space doesn't get saved to the headset, and everything on the headset's decrypted. So even if someone stole your headset, they couldn't try to like reverse engineer, you know, your space because it doesn't get stored on here. So that's, I mean, that's one thing we like to highlight is that like none of the cameras that you see, like they're not storing any images or they're not getting sent anywhere.
That's good to know. That's nice to know. I do wonder about the depth sensor when it works. Um, does it do anything yet when you get the headset? I mean, can you use it for something?
So yeah, when the depth sensor is enabled, it'll basically just like, so like when we were doing demos earlier, I was handing someone a book and they would put their hand like past where the book was. It'll, you know, it'll enable you to actually see the true depth of where objects are. And sometimes when you have pass through on other headsets, it's gonna be, it's gonna feel like an object is larger than it is, or like you'll put your hand in your face and your hand is like this big, and it's just like that just doesn't feel right. So when it's enabled, you won't have any of that that issue. If that
Okay.
kind of answers what you're asking.
Was it enabled during the CES demo?
No.
Okay, because I already felt like the depth was pretty good there. Like I was
Yeah.
able to grab her hands without like trouble.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was easy.
well, and I think a lot of the times too, because like I mean, I've spent a lot of time in VR over the past 7 years. I know you guys have spent a lot of time in VR. There's a lot of VR users that like it probably wouldn't feel that different because you already kind of like know what to expect, and your brain kind of like works it out for you. But there's a lot of people that haven't tried out VR and they don't know how to like differentiate or kind of like, because like when I would grab a book or something, I would know kind of like where it's at. So like there's a lot of first time users that would say this is too far, like but it's like it's kind of like you're not used to it. So like when you're saying that you felt like the depth sensor was kind of already on, it's probably because you spent a lot of time in virtual reality and or like in a headset and you kind of like know what to expect already. But once it gets turned on, it's just going to be fantastic. It's going to feel it's going to feel even more real than it is now, but it's already really, really good.
Cool. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Just one more question about that. Could you also
Yeah.
use it for anything like sensing furniture in your room or something? And then
Yeah, so in the headset you can actually add objects. Like you can map out like you can add like a desk on, you know, like a virtual desk or like a virtual couch and stuff like that. So it'll be able to like you'll be able to tell kind of like where those objects are by adding those objects in the virtual space.
but it doesn't use the depth sensor for that then, or
No. But the other thing is too
oh,
is that like you can always just like double tap the power button to automatically enable the pass through, or you can double tap the Vive home button on the right controller to enable the pass through at any point as well. And then we
okay.
always, you know, we always have the boundary too. So once you get close to the boundary, it'll basically tell you that you're at the boundary, but also pop open a window to say like, oh, like I can look through that virtual space.
I see. Cool.
Brandon has so much knowledge. I'm over here.
Yeah.
He just goes really in depth. I saw one question that I can answer. Someone asked if the mirror, the way that the glasses are with the color and the is if there's a purpose for that, and or is it just cool? And it's just cool. It's just really cool. It looks good. It's stylish. We love the design.
I agree.
Yeah. So we spent a lot of time on the design. I know our creative labs team worked really, really hard on the design, kind of combining the best features of the Focus 3 and the Flow, and then making it as best as possible. So we're really excited about this. Yeah.
Yeah, I do love the design as well.
More
It's
on the
very
design
stylish.
notes. The battery cradle, it actually has a cable that is in the battery, and it's retractable. So every time you loosen it and or tighten it, the cable comes out. So it always stays kind of at a certain point. It won't hang down or you know get in the way of anything. And once you tighten it, it just retracts back into the headset.
Hmm. Okay, cool. I didn't notice that. I guess that's a good thing too.
So I just realized it's 5:35. We just were talking the whole time, just chatting away. I loved answering the questions too. But we do have giveaways. We actually have we have more. So we have 3 trackers
a
this time.
surprise?
So we've been giving 2 for each
Oh.
person. Now we have 3
Ooh.
giveaways.
Ooh.
3 hand trackers for 1 person. We have. Is that all the giveaways? Is that it?
We have.
What else we have? Oh, Vive Port. Vive Port.
You're so funny.
Vive Port gift cards.
Okay.
So
Nice.
let's jump into it. Let's jump into the giveaways. We were having everyone else kind of read the names, but I'll do it since you guys are so far away. But
So these are the Steam VR tracked ones?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the Tracker 3.0s. These will work on any of the Pro series headsets. So the Pro I, and the Pro 2.
Awesome. For your full body tracking stuff.
Yeah. And our first winner for
There
the 3 trackers is Marcus London, or
Oh,
Luden. Marcus, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Nice job.
Is he in the chat? Are you in the chat?
Marcus,
you
are
in
you
the
here? Marcus, hello. Here's that for you.
Okay. And then what do we have next?
Get the gift cards.
The gift cards. So 2 winners for that. And we have Keena Hall and Heavy Bandwidth. Love that name.
I love that name.
Yes, congrats.
Congrats, both.
Oh, I think actually I found another wireless adapter. So we're gonna do a giveaway for a wireless
A
adapter.
wireless
Do we have
adapter?
Oh,
another winner real
whoa.
quick?
Nice.
Oh, guys,
We'll
spoiling.
pull a winner for this
crowd
as
here.
well.
Let's see.
The wireless adapter is really is one of my favorite Vive products.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Let's see. Do we
It was so cool to be able to do wireless PC VR with that thing so early on. Oh God! All right, good luck, everyone.
do we have a
So what are you guys working on? Like what's something that you want to let people know about, and kind of like where does everyone, if not everyone knows, I'm sure a lot of people do already, but where can people find you, and just let us know.
Well, people can find us on almost every social media page, but most of the time we post stuff on YouTube, and you can find us by typing Cas and Chary VR. Chary is CHARY. I say that because everyone pronounces it, writes
Yeah.
it differently.
Maybe I should change my name. Or too
No,
late
it's
already.
okay. It's okay. You can also find it by typing Cas VR, actually.
True.
And then it's Cas and Chary on every other social platform.
Nice.
You can find us there, Twitter. Come watch some videos. And I hope to be able to review the VIVE XR Elite on the channel eventually.
Awesome.
That'll be awesome.
So we do have another winner for the wireless adapter that you can connect to the Vive original headset and the Vive Pro series. And we have Austin Sullivan. Austin Sullivan, are you there?
Austin, congrats.
Congrats, Austin
Are any
Sullivan.
of the
You
winners
won
in the
a
chat?
Vive wireless adapter. Hopefully you've got a Vive kit somewhere. Cool. Yeah, just let everyone else know that pre-orders are live for the VIVE XR Elite. You can check it out on our website. You can also follow us on our socials, HTC VIVE, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of it. We have some this year has already been really exciting, and we started with the headset, and we're just going to keep just making some awesome stuff happen, and we got some very, very awesome events planned. So be sure to be on the lookout for those, and stay tuned for some really, really, really awesome stuff.
Yay!
And thank you so much, Cas and Chary, for joining us today. I know everyone was super excited to sit down and chat with you guys, so appreciate it. And it's so late, so go to bed.
Oh yeah, they have to.
Thanks
we're
for
gonna
having
go to
us.
sleep. Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
having
much.
us, and thank you, Chat, for being here. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
It's been a great time.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Thank you. Congrats on the winners.
Woo woo. Bye, guys.
Woo!